Hello and welcome back to Marvel Puzzle Quest with me, P.I. McLeod. I've got a short one here, but with some extra tidbits coming. So here, yeah, I don't know, pay attention real quick. I'll make it quick. Oh, not to mention, look, 3220 is a Killmonger cover. That's the last one I need. I get to champ him finally. That'd be nice. Anyways, so I need to do Crash the Titans today. That's really the one thing I'm signing on streaming for, okay? We're going to hit the Crash the Titans real quick because it's going to be gone in like, I don't know, 6 hours, which is also the amount of time I need to really get to sleep before I go to work in the morning. So yeah, I should get on that. Spider-Man Oscorp over here, 4-star dude with the very strange color set. Anyways, he's where's he at? He's like right over there. He is. Welcome to S.H.I.E.L.D. So yeah, I need to get that in. I won't do that today. I gotta do that tomorrow. Today was yesterday actually, the 14th. Let's start with that. August 14th was the first day of it. So day one of Welcome to S.H.I.E.L.D. was live then. But we all know that the real challenge comes with day 2 and then day 3. So I usually like to do day 1 and 2, which would be on the 15th, and day 3 and 4 together. This would be on the 17th. That's my plan, at least. Okay. I'll hit them then. Webbed Wonder started. I normally wouldn't mention, PvEs that I'm not going to talk about too much here, but I just wanted to quick shout out to Irish Shakespeare. Has been following me on YouTube for quite some time now. Thank you for your support. He's been wanting me to vocally run the PvEs on this and Shield level 10 and go through it. And once again, I don't know. I've done the couple that I could do so far. I don't have an easy schedule where I could just do that whenever I need to or whenever I want to. I'm sorry. We'll get it maybe next time around. I apologize. I can't get it this time, man. Just not possible. So here we go. Let's get into the Crash of the Titans against Kate Bishop. What to say about Kate Bishop? 4-star Kate Bishop, when she hit the scene, there wasn't too much to note on her, except, and I say this with like a little bit of a touch of interest here. All 3 of her moves do damage. Not every character in the game does that. There's not a lot of them that do. So when she hit the 4-star game, she came in kind of, I don't want to say explosive like, no puns intended either, but her blue does damage. Her black does damage. Her purple puts down some strikes, but does damage. There's damage all around. She needs AP to get working, unfortunately. So, there's that. She can't do anything. She has no passives. She doesn't have anything fancy like that. However, she does have a very unique mechanic in her blue. I don't think it's really ever been make or break, but her blue is an ability where you do damage to the guy, and for the next X amount of turns, they can't heal. That person is incapable of healing after getting hit with her blue for the next X amount of turns. I don't remember the exact amount of turns, but point being that it's a very unique mechanic, and if you have trouble with somebody that's got a lot of regen, a lot of healing going on, something, that will halt them in their tracks, no matter what. Her black is okay. It does some damage, but it puts down a countdown tile that if it actually reaches 0, she damages herself. It's not, I don't know. There's a reason why it's at 3, even on this mode. No one really puts it up high. It's a countdown, which means it's vulnerable to things. It's easy to get it out of the way, but at the end of the day, why have that when your purple makes strikes, does damage? When your blue does damage, stops healing. Both those abilities have no negatives besides maybe their cost. Black is still somewhat costly. It's not cheap, and it comes with an extra negative. So makes sense to put the black at 3. So all that being said, I'm not going to expect too much resistance against her, but if she does get that blue, that purple, or that black, there's going to be a large amount of damage coming my way. And of course, if my character needs any healing, I got to make sure they don't get that blue off. That's where this sits. She never really rocked the game so hard that no one recovered. I don't think we're really afraid of any meta stuff with her. No one ever has been. But I wouldn't say she's useless. It's kind of like Mordo, ironically the same color scheme too, where he does a lot of damage on his moves, but you know, as long as you keep the AP away from them, they're not a threat. Okay, so without further ado, Nico. What do I say about Nico? When Nico came on the scene in 4-star land, she didn't do well. She did the same thing Kate Bishop did, which is not really disrupt the scene. She came on and she looked like a different version, a weaker version of Kitty in some respects. She has this purple, which states, at the start of the turn, if you have more attack, strike, or projectiles than the enemy, increase the strength of those by 101. This is at level 5, mind you, and at the level I have her at. Of course, if you fulfill certain requirements, and I'll get to that in a bit, it turns into an ability that you can use for 8 to create a strike, protect, and attack tile, and then you still get that passive bonus with it. So because of that passive, she became a poor man's Kitty. All you need to do is start with someone like Rocket, and all of a sudden you got 7 tiles to start. You're going to be boosting all of them, not just up to 5 of them, looking at you, Kitty. And it's a decent boost. It's not as strong as Kitty's, of course, but hey, this doesn't have a limitation of how many you're boosting. You just need to have more than the enemy. And that's a big deal in this. Her yellow creates some projectiles, a decent amount, and friendly projectile strength is increased by 20%, but they have no effect on Nico. In other words, she doesn't get any projectiles bonus. She's going to take full damage from everything. It's kind of annoying, but at least she's protecting her friends pretty darn well. Of course, you can up this up to 50% at level 5 and make more strength projectiles, but I'm usually not playing this game for the long game all that often. Let's just say that the buffing in her purple power and her blue power, we'll get to in a second, I think are more fit to be at 5. When you fulfill the requirements that I'll get to in a moment, once again, it turns into a healing thing. So she creates projectiles, then restores health for each friendly projectile on the board. That makes up for her lack of protection. That's pretty much what that's there for. That's why, I wouldn't say that's why, it's more like, it's not such a bad deal that she doesn't get her protection. She could just heal herself, and if she creates more protects while she does it, and she heals based on those protects. So it's good stuff, honestly. It's not a bad yellow, despite the fact that I have it at 3. And then finally her blue. So when she takes damage, if one doesn't exist, blah, 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 you create a big old countdown tile, 10 turns, it's 8, 9, or 10, whatever. And it replaces the powers with new ones. This is that thing I told you about. So she has to take a hit before her extra abilities kick in. And this turns into it's a little pricey, 9 blue, but it removes enemy countdown tiles and stuns the target for 3 turns plus an extra turn for each countdown tile removed. So it's at least 3 turns stun. It could be 5. It's kind of cool. I know that's not a pun with freeze, but it's nice. It's decent. I mean, it's no Polaris. Obviously, Polaris only costs 7. Iceman costs 6. Gamora costs 6. So this is a little more pricier for it. But you're getting removal of enemy countdowns. You're getting a stun on there. And then not to mention, you're getting all this buffing and protecting and healing. So she's not a bad package altogether. She is definitely a support character through and through. Team her with her Runaway friends if you really want to maximize them. Or you just, team her with Rocket and Polaris and have fun. That's my thoughts. You don't have to go that way if you don't want to. This is how I run her, 535. And as long as you get that purple power off, and of course, in this one-on-one fight, this will turn in you know, the when blood is shed thing will get, it will affect, it will happen. You just need 8 purple to get 3 tiles out, or 7 yellow to get 3 tiles out. So it's not impossible. You just got to make sure to match them. Remember, Kate Bishop's the enemy. She likes blue, she likes purple, and she likes black. Take the blue and take the purple as often as you can in this fight. Okay? That's all I gotta say on it. Let's see what it looks like in action. Of course, it's a one-on-one fight, so character effects on. We need purple, we need blue, so I think I'll take both. It's not like the blue really is doing anything for me now, but it will. See, as soon as you get the point. It's gonna happen now. Now, the curious part is, what do I go for first? Do I take all the blue on? See, remember, if Kate Bishop fires off that blue, I can't heal. 9,000 damage, and then a 5-turn countdown where I can't heal myself. Thankfully, I got 22k, health. I think I could take that down the chin pretty well. I hate to say it, but I'm going to take this purple. Because if I can get a couple of tiles on screen and she starts buffing them, that's, I don't want to say it's game over, but I'm hoping to get blue or purple to drop there. And purple dropped. Perfect. So now I'll take the hit. Blood is shed. Now I have my purple out. That's a strike, a protect, and attack tile coming on up. Now, of course, she might match that protect away, and that'll, be less tiles getting buffed all the time. But until she does, I'm going to do my best to keep those alive and on screen. Remember, I use yellow, I use blue, I use purple. She uses purple, blue, and black. I see none of the available colors available to match there. So I'm just going to match this green over here, and yeah, she's going to take that blue away, isn't she? I'll take the trifecta, though. So now we're already up to 400s across the board for all 3 things. She's taking away my protection. That stinks, but oh well. I'm still going to buff my strike and my attack. I guess if I'm going to go for something in here, I'm going to take that team up just to make it a little more. Oh, she's going to take that purple, isn't she? I don't know. She took the black. Kind of surprised. Okay, now she's going to take the blue, and that might end up. No, she didn't. I'm really quite surprised here. How much did that black cost? Only 8. I say only, but still, it only does, look, 3,900 damage. It is only level 3 after all, but still, meh. You get the point. Let's go ahead and create some more projectiles. There's a little protection wave. You saw a little wave come off of her. That's really the difference in these animations. Like that one had a little different swirly at the end of the staff. It's kind of silly that there's not much difference, but oh well. I guess I'll take that. Oh yeah, and the attack tiles do it. So her buffing of tiles, getting enough AP to get some tiles out is really, in a one-on-one fight, it's so necessary for her. You need to do that. You want to make it easier? Put supports on her. Put a support on that makes tiles for you, like Chewy or, let's see here. Do element guns do something? No, they don't. They fortify tiles, which would keep them alive for you. That's always a nice thing. The Roy and Talon fire even too. Start of the turn, 13% chance to create a strength blah strike tile. Guardian? Yeah, support a character fires a power. Chance of creating a tile. I think Venice is for villains. Never mind. Vibranium ore. Make a match 4. Create a protect tile. There's plenty of ways to get this done. You just gotta look at your supports and make sure to use them. If this fight's giving you problems, just put on an appropriate support. Supporter character makes a match, 37% chance to create an attack tile. That's pretty huge. When a friendly power is fired, there's a chance to remove an enemy special tile. So if, I don't know if Kate did that whole thing where she gets rid of your healing, or maybe she put out some strike tiles because of her purple, you know, there's a chance that, you know, when you fire off a power, which isn't too hard, you're going to remove one of those as well. So there's plenty of ways to do it. You can look around your supports if you need extra help with it, but I don't think you'll need help. Plus, not to mention, you know, just boosting your match damage alone is usually a good way to get through these things. And that's it. So thank you very much for tuning in to Crash the Titans with Nico. And I'll see you guys, I don't know, in less than a day. Got to get day 1 and 2 for Welcome to S.H.I.E.L.D. Spider-Man Oscorp. See you then. Thanks for tuning in. Later, guys.